It's a lightweight showdown at the Apex. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Vegas 49 between Islam Makhachev and Bobby Green. Makhachev, since suffering his lone professional setback, has won 9 times in the UFC to kind of earn this spot, but filling that proverbial spot has been tough for Makhachev as he's had bad luck in the booking department. However, in steps Bobby Green to save the day. I'm a big Bobby Green fan. Technical nerds like myself are big Bobby Green fans. Hardcores alike are big Bobby Green fans. The bookmakers, the judges, and maybe, the Gen Pop, maybe not so much, the common eye, so to speak. That being said, shout out to the UFC broadcast team who always does a stellar job on breaking down Bobby Green's game. He gets a lot of flack for letting his lips smack, but whether he has his hands down and he's encouraging opponents to hit him, he's not doing it with ill intent. He is trying to encourage a game where he thrives, a game of countering, slipping, rolling, returning, and working that body. Unfortunately, working the body in counters, not traditionally rewarded, at least as much as I think and would like to see more consistently on scorecards. It's a hard job, I know. But Bobby Green has really been upping his offense since he's a really underrated wrestler as he comes from a wrestling base. He really hasn't been out-grappled for nearly a decade. And outside of losses to Edson Barboza and Rafael Fiziev, and of course the knockout loss to Dustin Poirier, well, all his other losses in the UFC are by decision, and no disrespect to those fighters, but those are all fights you could argue Bobby Green has won. At the time of this video, Tipico Sportsbook is favoring Makhachev in the neighborhood of minus 850, while the comeback on Green, your underdog, in the neighborhood of plus 500. Those odds are obviously wide for two very capable human beings who are going to step in to the cage for a fist fight this Saturday. So, by that nature, you could argue the value is on Green or you pass here. That being said, I get the hype as Makhachev is the designated and deserved favorite here. He's going to be grappling in the small cage, and not only is he obviously a stellar grappler, one of the best in the division, he's also a very capable southpaw who's only been getting better at connecting his strikes to the clinch and therefore his clinch to the grappling, which we know. Of course, Bobby Green officially 4-4 against UFC level southpaws, but back to my decision note, if you look at that fight with Francisco Trinaldo, he probably should be at 5-3. That being said, this fight's going to be decided on grappling, and although Bobby Green scrambles and defends well, he mainly defends doubles and shots in the open well. What tends to get Bobby Green, when I went to look back at the tape, have been takedowns in the clinch or singles, both being against the fence. All combination of those three things, singles, clinch, and fence, well, those are Makhachev's specialty. For that reason, even though I'm a big Bobby Green fan, I'm going to be rooting for him this Saturday. As an analyst whose job is to be as unbiased as possible, you can never be all the way unbiased, but I gotta try, and obviously the favorite, I agree, is Makhachev, who will be my pick. To kind of see the method and get more stats and more elaboration, context, and all the lot, as well as path to victories for my guy Bobby Green, be sure to check out my in-depth breakdown at MMAJunkie.com, where you can find results this weekend.